years, 20 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess that's another benefit that Facebook will bring us, right? In terms of it being a social media.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Getting the part about benefiting you from social media. So how do you engage with your community or with your audience itself when you were still blogging before your NS time? How do you engage your community? Like,
Definitely replying to comments is one of them.
yeah.
Because you don't just want them to comment, but you want to have like a personal interact with them on a
The
personal
theory
level.
of reciprocity, I suppose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then on Twitter itself, if they are sharing informations that are really useful to me personally, I'll retweet them. Because it's not just a one-way thing. Oh, you share, I keep sharing and sharing and sharing, but I do not see your information that is shared by you. So if you share something that's really really interesting, I'll retweet you. That itself is like telling the person, oh, thank you for sharing this. I appreciate the information that you shared, so I'm going to share it amongst
so
my
in
friends.
future cases, they will be more willing to continue sharing, and then in some cases, like some people who are viewing your conversation might also want to share something with you guys because he got valuable information.
I think that idea of retweeting was how Facebook sort of like evolved into sharing too. Because before that, Facebook doesn't have the share function. It was only like if you see someone sharing like a YouTube video that's really interesting, you can only copy the link of the video and after that you just paste it on your wall and then you share it amongst your friends.
Yeah.
Now they have this function called share. Now that the name will appear via something like that. That's another way of retweeting.
Yes.
In a sense.
Yeah, and I noticed that because of that share function, a lot of videos have gone viral, right? Especially with the guy with the golden voice. Have you seen that video?
Which one?
The man with the golden voice. He's like.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
That was how I got to know of the video.
Okay.
My friend shared it on.
Yeah, it's like a lot of those videos also got shared, like those epic middle times.
Yes.
It's like awesome.
Yeah, man. Okay. All right. So that was how you engage with your community. What, like, personally, how do you feel about the Singapore blogging community or like your audience? Are they very responsive? Like, or do they need a bit more of pushing? Then they will tend to reply.
Surprisingly, when I started my blog and only like after 6 months, more than half of my traffic wasn't from Singapore.
Oh, yeah, that was what I mean.
It was from the US. So they were the ones that were reading it. For Singaporeans, you need a lot more pushing. They are more interested in like everyday stuff, like food, and also like fashion, kind of like blogs. So they are not interested in like social media. When you talk to them about social media, they'll be like, I'm just using it. So what else is there?
So they're actually more curious about our culture or something, right?
Yeah.
Singapore. Because apparently from what.
And the only people that are interested are only a small percentage of it. So that's why when you attend like social media events, it's always the same faces that you see. And you rarely see very young people that are in it. And I'm one of the youngest there, so it's quite disappointing that I can't see like any of my peers attending this kind of events.
I guess it's to do with our education system also. Like people are more busy with their studies and everything. I mean, like you yourself started this out because of a module requirement.
Yeah.
And then you found out that it actually is quite interesting and it opens up a lot of opportunities.
Exactly.
Yeah. So relating to that question, so what do you think the digital media scene would be like for the next 2 years in Singapore? Do you foresee more people like you coming out?
Definitely.
Okay, so do you personally like have any friends that are like they're like you or
not really friends that are really close, but more of like my juniors when it comes to the poly level.
Oh, okay.
Because when I was in year 3, then they were in the year 2, and before we graduated, my lecturer kind of like wanted to start this social media activity to foster the whole idea of digital media in amongst the year 2s, because what they see from the new communication technologies, they see that this is getting onto something. So they started a club. I forgot what was the name of the club, But now in poly, there are a bunch of people that I know of that are really into social media. They attended bar camps, attended like social media events, Twitter festival, and also things like that. So definitely in 2 years' time, there will be more people like me surfacing.
Okay, that's kind of encouraging because it's
Yeah.
like currently, I think at the beginning when we were doing research for our project, right, we were kind of like a bit, I don't know, it's like a bit frustrated because we felt that because the country that we chose was Singapore, and then we being Singaporeans, we know the culture of our people.
Yeah.
It's like they give us the impression that they're very unapproachable and everything. Like you know, people on the train, you just nudge them a bit and they'll like stare at you as if you owe them money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like that was one of the first few difficulties and problems that we anticipated at the beginning. But after a bit of research and after contacting people like you and some other bloggers, then we found that hey, actually they are just it's just the heart of the shell you have to break through to to get to them personally. And personally I feel that Twitter is a very good channel to do that. Yeah. Okay, so so currently, I know about OMG, Sam. Okay, so do you plan to extend it to overseas countries when you're finished with your army or something?
What do you mean by extending overseas?
Like maybe extending your maybe like going for like top 10 bloggers of the world or something?
No. Because when you start up a blog, it's not really extending to overseas, but it's really overseas because it's on the net. Everything is accessible. Everyone can access to it. So it's only a matter of like how you market it.
Yeah.
So you can only market it. You can choose to market it to your local peers, or you can market it overseas.
Okay.
For me, when I started the site, it was meant for like everyone. It wasn't just for
meant
for Singaporeans.
So
Yeah.
at the very beginning, your target audience was already
It was everyone, but from an Asian perspective.
Oh, okay. So actually you were aiming big, but end up you got noticed by the Singapore community instead. Is it? Do you mean that way?
I got noticed from the other countries, so they did offer me projects.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was only the Singaporean bit that wanted to meet up because it was much more feasible for us to meet up.
Correct.
Because amongst the global peers, they do email me like things like that. But the thing is, it's not possible for me to meet up with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you a question. Have you like gone on any conventions or something?
No.
But would you like to?
I would love to.
Also,
If
after
there's
that.
an opportunity for me to do so.
Okay. So what are you So actually, in relation to that question, what are you currently doing? Like, I mean, like, I know you're in NS and everything, so you're putting this on
On a whole.
So are there like some mini projects that you're doing on the side or something?
Not currently.
Not currently, but do you plan to do them when you're done with NS?
Definitely when I have the time, right, maybe I'll think of like of another idea how to like spread media marketing into itself.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't remember whether I asked you the question already. But what is your primary target audience actually?
Primary target audience, mostly the people in the marketing industry,
Okay.
advertising, public relations, and also for students themselves to have like a feel of like how social media is and how if they want to like step forward into the whole arena of social media, how it's gonna be like and everything like that.
Like preparing them for the onslaught, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah, I mean
Onslaught.
Yeah, I mean like social media is here to stay, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Okay, so one last question. So let's say you're done with your NS and everything. In what ways would you want to improve upon your blog or something?
Improve upon.
Yeah, improve upon like what do you want to add to your blog?
A bigger community.
Oh,
Definitely. Because I don't really believe that even if you have like millions of like viewership on your blog, but I think if people stay on your blog for about 10-15 seconds reading up just one article, then they don't surf on any other articles, it defeats the whole purpose of like having I'm a popular blogger. But the thing is, people only stay on my site for about 10 seconds. So it's more of like a bounce traffic.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm.
So in terms of increasing the community, would you like make your blog more interactive or something?
Definitely more interactive, and also connect them on a personal level. That's the hardest bit, connecting with people on a personal level, because different people have different characteristics.
Yes, correct. That they have different thresholds for like how personal they can get with their relationships can get with strangers and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. It was nice meeting you.
Okay, nice meeting
so I hope for all the social media users out there, I hope you really benefited from our interview with Sam. So do support his site, OMG Sam. Thank you.
Thank you.